I want to start this episode first and foremost by apologizing to Cam Newton. I'm going to tell you why in this episode. Okay, so last week I made an episode about some comments that Cam Newton made about Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Tua Tagovailoa, and others, calling them game managers and not game changers. And I took it initially as him being in his feelings, him just being a hater, and I trying to think of the right words to say. I took it the wrong way. I thought that he was being a hater and that he was speaking from a place of hurt and this, that, and the third, and I just disregarded what he said. Well, when he came back, he said he's not, basically, long story short, game manager is not a negative connotation. Dak Prescott is playing lights out right now, and these are his words. I'm going to paraphrase it. He said when he thinks of Dak Prescott, he thinks of the defense. When he thinks of Tua Tagovailoa, he thinks of Tyreek Hill. And when he thinks of Brock Purdy, he thinks of Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and all those guys, all those offensive weapons he has. And you know what? Now that I think about it, he's not wrong. He's not wrong by any stretch. Because Dak Prescott really just proved his point. When Dallas defense sucks, it's hard for them to win games. Let's just be honest about it. That's not to say that those guys are playing. That's not to say that Dak Prescott is bad. He's definitely in the running for MVP still, despite the horrible loss yesterday. Dallas is what, 10-4 now? Still trying to clinch the division, still fighting for the top seed. So, I mean, I understand now what Cam Newton was saying. And what he was trying to say was that they're not bad. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of help to help them succeed. You know, if you catch my drift. And game manager is not a bad thing at all. He said Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were game managers. And when I thought about it, I'm like, yo, he's right. And it took from my man's Romel Thorpe to actually break down what he was trying to say. And when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, now it makes perfect sense. Now it makes perfect sense. Because when I think about Ryan Tannehill, I think about the weapons that he had with Derrick Henry and A.J. Brown, and he still wasn't good. Yes, I'm not the biggest Ryan Tannehill fan. I think he sucks. But my man Romel actually broke it down to me. Shout out to Romel. Look out for 4th and 15. Look out for the Stroud Brothers podcast with Ken and Andrew. Look out for the Jay Rich show coming soon, all that. 4th and 15, 216 Sports Network. But now I understand what he was trying to say. So I misunderstood and I mislabeled the brother, and I apologize to Cam Newton. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm Rico McGee. This has been the Sports Minute, and as always, we'll see you in a minute.